Okay, Mateo, so we have been studying and reading A Weed is a Flower, which is a biography about George Washington Carver. Do you remember what a biography is?
Yeah.
What's a biography?
It's someone who writes something about another person.
Another person's life. Good job. Is a biography of fiction or non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction, that's right. It's based on a true story about a person's life. Good job. Now I'm going to ask you some text-dependent questions that have to do with the story we read. Who did George live with after he left home? Who did he live with after he left home?
He lived with Aunt Lucy and Uncle Seymour and Maria and Andy.
Oh, good job. Yes, they lived with those people and they took them as their own child,
Yeah.
right? What happened when George was a baby? Do you remember?
They kidnapped him and his mom, and the farmers called someone to find Carver and his mom. They just find Carver. They didn't find his mom.
Yeah, and did they take the baby back to the farm?
Yeah.
Yes. When did people call George the plant doctor and why? When did they call him the plant
call
doctor?
him the plant doctor because he fixed all the flowers and he was so good at flowers, and he knew what was wrong with the flowers, and his neighbors call him the doctor.
The plant doctor. And when was that? Was that when
he was so young?
When he was young, when he was a little boy, right? Where did George work for many hours when he was young?
He worked for many hours in his garden.
That's right. Why did people let George live with them? Do you know why?
Because he did his chores.
He always did his chores. You're right. He was a responsible little boy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
How do you think that Dr. Carver knew that growing only cotton would harm the soil?
I think Dr. Carver knew that growing cotton would harm the soil because the cotton will absorb the water and don't let the soil grow.
Oh, you think the cotton would absorb the water from the soil and the soil will get dry?
Yeah.
That's good thinking. Good job. I like how you answer your questions in a complete sentence. That's very, very nice. Well, that proves that you understand everything you read. Good job.